If I were desperate and I needed to rank in Google Maps in 7 days, this is exactly what I would do. I dedicate this video to Darren Marion. I love you, brother. All right, guys, I hope everybody's doing great. So just to make sure we're all on the same page, we're trying to rank here, right here in Google Maps. This is the most clicked area for local search. Today I am using the keyword moving company near me, but you could be orthodontist near me, or you could be electric company, a pool builder near me. Just swap out the keyword. It's the recipe's always the same. So you want to your business found here. And look, I know times are tough right now, right? And you need to rank in 7 days. So I'm no BS. This is exactly what I would do. I'd have to use a little bit of my skill, right? And I'd have to use a little bit of Fiverr. And in 7 days, I promise your rankings are going to get better. I promise that. Whether we could get in Google Maps, that is a different story. And here's the only reason. When I say Google Maps, I mean this area in the 3-pack right here. If you have 10 or 15 reviews, and you'll notice here, Favored Movers has 547, Swift Moved has 574, and Woody & Sons has 203. If you have 10 reviews, you're not going to rank for that keyword, moving company near me or orthodontist near me. You're going to have to find another keyword where the reviews are less, right? Because if you have under 100 reviews, if you have 50 or 60 reviews, you got to try to find a keyword in your area where the reviews are comparable or less than what you have. You're not going to compete with 10 reviews against somebody who has 574. That's not going to happen. So let's pick a fight that we could win. Let's get the low-hanging fruit, right? I'm going to show you how to do this. Remember, we only have 7 days. We're in a desperate situation. We have to start bringing money into our business. This is really important. Let's get to step 1. So I assume you don't have any tools like Ahrefs or Semrush and to find keywords. So we're just going to do this visually, right? So here's what you're going to do. We typed in moving company near me, and the thing I want you to look for is I want you to look for the amount of reviews. 547, 574, 203. You know, if I have 50 reviews, I probably can't compete with those guys, right? But now I changed the keyword to small movers, Tampa Bay. And we still got this fella at 570. But look, now we got somebody at 102 and another one at 93. If I have 50 or 60 reviews, I could compete, right? I don't necessarily have to take the top spot. And in fact, if he stops getting reviews, I could top that top spot, and with 70 or 80 reviews, as long as he doesn't keep getting fresh reviews. If you could please like and subscribe. I also do client work if you need help. So guys, step 2 is the SEO grid report. You want to see where you're ranking and where you're not ranking. In this example, I'm using my friend Eldar Cohen's localdominator.co. If you have the cash, I think it's about $25 a month. It's a great SEO grid to pick up. I'll put it in the description below. I don't have an affiliate link. I don't get anything for it. But listen, this is for people that really don't have any money, and this is a really desperate situation. So what you're going to do instead is you need this grid report, but you're not spending $25 because that's a whole budget, right? So we're going to come over to Fiverr, and we're going to type in SEO grid report. And then under budget, I'm going to put $5 and I hit apply, right? And I see a guy right here that will do BrightLocal SEO audit, Google My Business, local. So this guy may do the SEO grid report for just $5. I don't want to spend too much money on a grid report. Let me look. Right? So just to make sure that this is the grid report, it's showing where you're ranking and where you're not ranking. That's really important. We need a starting point to see where we're ranking, right? So Now look, if you don't see anybody for $5, all you do is come over here, see where it says budget? Just click that and put, I hate to do this, $10, but it's that important. It's that important. Is try $10 and get an SEO grid report. You know what? Here's what I would do. You ready? Come over to my friend Eldar Cohen. Ask him if he could write it. Now, I didn't ask him to do this, and he may get mad at me. But say you watched my video and ask him if he'd run a grid report for one keyword. Right? For one keyword. Maybe he'll give you a free 3-day trial or something like that. Because I hate to spend $10 here. You got to try to find somebody for $5 that would do an SEO grid report. Okay? I didn't go through them, but I would just have to read through all of them and find which one says SEO grid report and grab that. If not, come over to Local Dominator and tell them Mindsaw said that you would give them a free, this guy's going to kill me, a free one-word grid report. Guy's name is Eldar, E-L-D-A-R. He's a really nice guy. I hope he does. I should have asked him to do this, but see if he'll run a grid report for you. If you can't get it for $5 on Fiverr, ask Eldar if he'll run a $5 grid report for you. If Eldar doesn't have the time, because I shouldn't have put him out there like that, just email me, Brett@mindsaw.com. Just say, give me the free SEO grid report and give me the keyword. Give me the keyword and give me your zip code. So give me your zip code and give me your keyword. And you see my email address up here. All right? Okay, guys. I'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. All right, guys. So now we have to make some changes to your website. They're very, very simple. Let's do this. We're just going to scroll down somewhere. And let's see. Keep going. I don't know. Okay. Let me click this one right here. Okay. So we need to put small movers on the website at least 3 times. Let me show you the 3 places we need to do it. We need to do it in the title, which is right here in the upper left-hand corner. So you have to go into your WordPress site and change the title. This one is just local movers in Tampa Bay, Florida. First of all, they could use more keywords in there. You could fill that up, right? So you got to use the space, but that's for another video. So put in small movers, Tampa Bay. Let's get it here. The second place you want to put it, you want to get it right here. Instead of your movers, we want to put small movers, Tampa Bay. And the other place we want to put it is in the first line right here. Right here. Small movers, Tampa Bay. Now, I would also, those are the 3 musts. I would also now start putting it in my other H tag. So this is an H2 tag, right? So I would put our small mover company in Tampa Bay and, hiring. What makes hiring a small mover Tampa Bay, right? I would just, sprinkle it, right? Small movers in Tampa Bay rates, right? I would just start sprinkling it in without spamming it. Don't spam it. Don't go crazy. But get it in there several times, right? The three most important places you have to put it is in the title tag, your first tag, which is the H1 tag right here, and in the description right here, first paragraph right here. Put that keyword that you're trying to rank. You could do that yourself. It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. Then sprinkle it around your other H tags right here. Not every H tag, but just sprinkle it around. Wherever you can put your keyword, small movers, Tampa Bay, just put it in there so Google knows what this page is all about. All right, guys, so we want to buy a citation package. Citations are directory listings like Yelp, Thumbtack, Angie's List, YP Yellow, Merchant Circle, right? Those are all directories most of us have heard of. Now, there are people here on Fiverr that will put you in like 100 different directories for just $5. So once again, you come over to Fiverr, you type in citations, or it'd be great if you're able to get your industry citations. It's not 100% necessary, but like if you're a locksmith or a roofer, a lot of times people sell site or a lawyer. A lot of times people on Fiverr sell citations just for that industry. Like there are sites called like Local Law Directory, right? So it's just for lawyers, and you want to get in those directories because it lets Google know what you do. If you're in a bunch of law directories, a bunch of moving company directories, Google knows that you're a trusted mover and you are located at that address that's on your website. If you're showing your address, if you're not showing your address, that's a question I get all the time. If you're not showing your address, if you're a service area business, do you need to put your address on Yelp and Thumbtack and all these directories? And the answer is yes, you do need to do that, right? Google needs to be able to verify where you're located. And even though you don't show your address, you still put your address in Google Business Profile, but you just choose to hide it. But Google still knows what your address is. Let's face it, nobody's coming to your house. No customer is coming to your house to complain or whatever. Just put your address in these directories. It's real important to get found in Google Maps. Okay, so we found this fella. We came over budget. We don't want to spend more than $5. So we found this fella right here that'll do 100 citations. Your citations, your name, address, and phone number, and your website. Name, address, phone number, and your website. You give that over to him with a short paragraph, and he'll put it in 100 different directories. Now, here's a little trick. I had to learn this the hard way. When they create the citations like yelp.com/Mindsaw, that doesn't mean that page is indexed. Indexed meaning that Google can see that page. It's on the Yelp website, but it's not crawled by Google. So Google doesn't even see it. So you just paid $5 for the citations, but Google isn't crawling those websites. One of the ways to force Google to crawl it is once you get the list of citations, listen to this. Once you get the list of citations, come over to your website, go all the way on the bottom, follow me on this one. And somewhere around here, you put find us on the web. Find us on the web. You click that page, and then there's just a whole, you just copy that list that they made on Fiverr of all your citations, right? They're just links like yelp.com/Mindsaw, thumbtack.com/Mindsaw, right? You're going to have 100 of them. Just take those links, copy them, and make a page, or have your web developer make a page, and just put on the bottom, find us on the web. That's it. That'll force Google to index you. Now, another thing you can do is if you have a YouTube video, right? You create a YouTube video, and in the description, you take those links and put them in the description as well. Find us on the web, and then just list all your directories. So we're forcing Google to index these citations. Most of the time, the people on Fiverr will index them. Once in a while they don't, and you pay that money. What's even worse is that you're expecting the citations to do the work, and it never does the work because they weren't indexed. So it's real important to have these sites indexed. All right, guys, so we spent $5 on citations, and now the next thing we want to do is we want to buy press releases. And the press releases, you probably can't get a good one for less than $15 or $20. So you see these two right here, right? I would just type in USA press release writing and distribution, meaning that they'll write the press release and they'll also distribute it. And when I say distribute, it means that it goes to CNN and Forbes and Dow Jones and CBS and, all the big companies, all the big news outlets. Now, you get a backlink from those websites. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to increase the authority, and we're trying to increase to show Google that people are talking about us because they're on other websites. So a press release is something really important. So get that press release. So we're at $20. We just need one more Fiverr gig. All right, so you want to make sure that you're optimized for voice search. And a good way to do that is to be in Apple Maps, right? Siri. So just go to Fiverr, type in Apple Maps, and have somebody set up the Apple Maps for you. Make sure you come over to budget and type in $5 and apply. And you get some people that do not only Apple Maps, they also do Bing and a couple others. So take a look at some. What I like to do is I like to see people who have some reviews already, right? So this person has 6 reviews. This one has 3 up on top here. So look for somebody who has some reviews, and that's where I would definitely spend my last $5 on maps. Now I'm going to give you 2 or 3 things that you need to do. This is absolute. You need to do this. All right, guys, so we made some changes to our website. Then we went over to Fiverr. We got some powerful local backlinks coming back to our website, like directories and things like that, right? We got Apple Maps set up. So we're ready to go. We're doing great. We're about 85% better just from doing those things. Let me bring you over to the top. This week, during business hours, everybody that works for you, well, I don't want to say everybody. I don't know how many people work for you. Let's say 5 people. Just pick 5 people during business hours. Have them use their Google Maps driving directions to drive from their house to your business. Okay? That's a signal to Google that people are driving to your business, right? That's one of the signals that they pick up, driving directions. So if you could please ask somewhere between 3 to 5 people from Monday through Friday to use their Google Maps and just use the driving directions from their house to your house. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is have some people type in. Some people, I say, one or 2 a day, no more than that. Type in Small Movers Tampa, right? Not from your location, but from their location at home, right? Click more. Whoops, sorry about that. Scroll down to your listing, and what they have to do is interact with your listing, meaning that they have to scroll down and they have to create a signal. Now, on their phone, it's just a tap to call. So they'll just tap to call. Let them call for a couple of seconds, and that's it. So you just want that done maybe once a day. So type in Local Movers Tampa, the keyword you're trying to have the people scroll down and click you. Now, the third thing is you need 1 or 2 reviews this week, not at your location. It has to be from outside your location, right? But get 1 or 2 reviews this week with the keyword Small Movers Tampa. I put local. I made a mistake here. Small Movers Tampa. They have to use that specific keyword. Now, when they write the review, it's just they have to write something like, "Hey, I was looking for a small, mover in Tampa because I just had a couple of boxes to be moved. John from ABC Movers came and he was fair price. They did a great job and they didn't break anything. And I would definitely recommend them. Just tell the people when they do the reviews, don't go overboard with the compliments. Google has a filter and they'll get filtered right out. So, but you need a couple of reviews this week, right? Somewhere around two. Don't go crazy, especially if you haven't gotten reviews in a while. Don't go crazy, but get reviews using that keyword. Do those things. Do the Fiverr gigs. Make the changes on your website, and I guarantee you in 7 days you'll have success. Okay, guys, so the last thing that I'm going to show you, this is a risky move right here, but when I say risky, you have a chance of getting suspended, right? But let me show you. So you click edit profile, and see where it says your business name right there? If you put after your business name, Small Movers Tampa Bay, right? Whatever keyword you're trying to rank. If you put that in your business name, that'll automatically catapult you up to the top. Now, sometimes Google will strike it, meaning that they'll just delete it and just put it back to your business name. In my case, it's Mindsaw, right? But a lot of times they don't. Once in a while, you could get suspended, especially if you do it more than once. If Google puts a strike through it, meaning like a line through it, and they cut it back to your regular name, don't do it again. But if you really need to take a risk, there is a small chance of getting suspended. But if you're not getting any business anyway, I would deal with the suspension after, and I would take the risk. I'm saying for me, I can't tell you what to do, but after mine, so after your business name, I would put Small Movers Tampa Bay, right? The keyword, that main keyword that we're trying to rank, and I would put it there, and then I would also put it in my description. First words in my description, I'd put it right there also. That will definitely bring you up to the top. That will definitely bring you up to the top. But like I said, there is a chance of suspension. But like I said before, if you're not getting any business and this is an emergency, I would definitely do that. Guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope this helps you. I know how important this is. I know that nobody is watching these videos just because they enjoy watching SEO videos. I know that this is important to you, that you have to rank your website. You have to start bringing in business, that you have a family to feed, and that your kids are getting older now, and they need money for school, and they need money for clothes, and it's getting tough. I understand. That's why I make these videos, so you're able to help yourself. You're able to come home from work and maybe take an hour and take these tips to help. Now, there are some people that don't have the time to do that, right? And, I had said earlier that, I offer my service, but listen, the focus is on your family, man. That's the thing that's most important. So be good to your wife, be good to your kids, right? Don't sit in front of the computer all day trying to figure this stuff out. And you know what? There's other good SEO videos besides mine. There's a fella out in England. His name is Zanet, Z-A-N-E-T. Very good. And also Joy Hawkins. So you could check her out. They give just short, actionable tips. There's nothing worse than watching a video, feeling good, and shutting the video off and not knowing what to do, right? So be good to your family. Kiss your wife, kiss your kids, clean up around the house, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.